Hey guys, so this is what I would call a massive update for Dokkan here. This is JP Dokkan for now. Global might end up getting this sometime relatively soon, just because Global doesn't take too long generally to get these, I guess, quality of life updates, but this is more than just a quality of life update at this point. This is actually like a pretty massive update here, so I have a bunch of tabs opened. We're going to basically take a look at all this preliminary information I've been able to gather. It is currently 4:26 a.m. So I'm going to pump this video out, I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm going to wake up for work in 3 hours. Let's go ahead and get this done. Alright, so taking a look here. The first thing to note is there were some files added to the game that pertain to, well, they seem that they pertain to the 350 million download celebration, which makes sense because it's coming up relatively soon here, about a month from now. So we have these two icons here. This one is basically cooperative missions, and this one is versus missions, basically. This word's cooperative, this one is like battle/confrontation. This is like when you fight somebody in Legends, you say, like, this is what you're doing. So, yeah, both referring to missions, because this bottom word for both of them is mission. So I made a conjecture here that this is preparation for the download celebration, and there's probably going to be missions where Global and JP both have to work together to complete like these missions, and then these missions will basically be the competition between Global and JP. Usually we have that, and then the winner gets a certain type of like trophy unit, and the loser gets a different unit as a trophy. So that's what's going on there. And then this is also further confirmation of this. This is Japan. This is Global. So obviously that's 99% sure that this is pertaining to the 350 million down celebration. We have this one is campaign missions are over, and this one is campaign missions are being prepared. So I guess these are just going to be popping up from trunks when you go and take a look at like the missions tab or something. But we have a lot of stuff added to the game files here. So now we're going to start getting into these link levels. Now this is the biggest part of what this update was about. Clearly, like one of the biggest changes this game's ever made. I'm not even kidding. Like we're talking about as big of a power creep, I guess, bump in the same realm as when we went from the 120 leads to category leads. Like, this is a gigantic boost to everything in the game. So, we're going to take a look at the screenshot first. I have a few screenshots, I have a few tabs open that we can just scroll through to take a look at things. This first one is going to be, this is the Fused Fighter link. So the way you upgrade links is you run the team through events, and when the event is over, you'll have a chance for the link to level up. So this is level 2, Fused Fighter. Usually Fused Fighter just gives 2 ki, but at level 2, it looks like it's giving T plus 2 on attack and defense plus 0.5%. So I think at this point we're pretty sure that the maximum level for links is 10. So if you assume the max level for these links is 10, and this is going to be giving 0.5% attack and defense per, or 0.5% attack and defense per level, then at level 10, Fused Fighter is going to be giving Ki plus 2 on attack and defense plus 5%, which is pretty good. So this is in addition to the changes that were made to the existing links. Like a lot of those flat boosts that were changed to percentages, not only were they changed to percentages, like Legendary Power was changed from 5,000 attack to 10%. That 10% can then be leveled up past 10%. So again, this is massive. This change is massive. Okay, so then I write here, so looks like it's 18.5% attack and defense in addition to the key for reaching level 2. So basically, if you assume that level 10 is the cap, which I think is correct, he'll be getting 2 key and 5% attack and defense for the link, and that's actually a pretty massive change, yeah, which it is. And then it says, looks like for most links, they're going to give 0.5% extra attack and defense per level, but then we have Hydros posting some information here. Now, this link is called High Compatibility, obviously not a very common link. So prior to this, like right now, before this change, all it was doing was giving Ki plus 1, like a very uncommon link that like nobody really cared about. So what they're doing here is, I think because this is a more uncommon link, it's giving not just 0.5% per level, but 1 entire percent per level. So when you level up to level 10, it's giving 10% attack and defense, and it also bumps up to Ki plus 2. So I think there's actually going to be some additional effects at maximum level. Now, I'm not sure how difficult it's going to be to actually level these links yet, because I don't personally play JP. I've seen some people run through stages and get their links from level 1 to 2, but I assume it's going to work where it's, it's going to be easy to get from like 1 to 2, but then it gets progressively harder and the lower chance and the lower chance and the lower chance to where you get to 9 to 10, and it's going to take you, X amount of runs to finally get from 9 to 10. Now, I don't know if that's how it works, I'm just assuming. But yeah, level 10, this is giving key plus 2, which is it's a pretty significant change. I mean, what if Over in a Flash all of a sudden is now giving key plus 4 instead of key plus 3? I have no idea. There's 130. Hydra said there's 130 links that were all assigned levels now, and all have different values depending on what levels they have. So we're not obviously going to be able to look at all of them. We're just going to have to basically figure this out as we play the game, and we'll look at some more things here. So this is me just explaining. So to clarify, every link will have levels, but the amount of gain that each link is getting seems to vary, right? That's what I just talked about. Looks like more common links and more powerful links, such as Super Saiyan, etc., will have smaller boosts than the links that aren't as good. So as we just looked at, high compatibility, I saw he posted a Courage one, which also was giving 1% per level, so it's still unconfirmed, but I'm pretty sure it's working. Another small change is I want to pull up this person's post. You guys might know Calc, so I'm going to be using this person's Twitter to show this off. Basically, they move the attack stat of your character on rotation below the key wheel, because before that, this change, it was there was times where it was actually pretty difficult to see how much key you exactly had. Did you have 6? Did you have 7? So, oops, that's not it. Let's go take a look at this for now. As you can see, the numbers, that's new as well. The numbers are pretty much below the key wheel. Before, it was literally up a little bit, so it was covering this portion. Just a little change I thought was interesting, and it was good. And now here we get to something very interesting. So this is Big Bad Bosses, this link, boss character in Japanese. It looks like the effect is not increasing, so it's, I know, attack and defense plus 25% is still insane. I didn't really think they were going to make this that much better. I was wrong. I was wrong. Every level of this link is going to increase the amount of HP you have to activate this, up to the point at level 10 where it no longer is requiring an HP threshold. So you can be at 100% HP. You can be turn 1 in an event. In Super Battle Road, turn 1, you can be activating Big Bad Bosses. That is a huge buff to the villains in this game. Huge buff. Talk about, all those villain units people weren't really paying attention to. Guess what? You level up their Big Bad Bosses to level 10, they instantly have 25% attack and defense extra. You don't have to worry about falling below 80%. And that's going to change your playstyle with these guys. Intentionally taking hits to activate this link. No more. No more. So I'm interested in seeing what else we have in terms of these links getting updated. This is the most interesting one to me, just because it's actually just ridiculous. What else we got? We have Dokkan, Air Dokkan, so shout out to them. These assets are in correlation to what I was talking about in the beginning of this video, which are the seems to be the 350 million downloads assets. This one is the cooperative mission thing. We have this one, which also is cooperative mission in progress. That's what it says. And then it looks like you have some other assets here as well. This rank up thing, I think, is probably going to pertain to basically links leveling up. And that's pretty much it. Let's see. Text files for all the link skills. Let's open this, see if we can find anything interesting in there. We'll look at that in a second. Then we have Talon posting about, basically this is where it shows you leveling up links right after the battle's over. This is Kamehameha, leveling up from 1 to 2. And then we can see, this one, Gogeta leveled up Kamehameha, this Gogeta leveled up Super Saiyan, and then this Vegeta leveled up Legendary Power from 1 to 2. So, and then Kamehameha level 2 is giving attack plus 5.5%, up from 5% at level 1. Remember, this is a link that got buffed, so this is what I was talking about earlier. Again, Kamehameha used to give 2,500 attack on super attack being launched. Now it's giving 5% at level 1. At level 2, it's giving 5.5. So we presume at level 10, it's going to be giving 10%. Plus probably an additional effect, because, it seems like all these links have some additional effect at level 10. And then this one I saw on Reddit. This one is prepared for battle. It's giving Ki +2, and then attack and defense plus 0.5 per level. So at level 10, it will be giving Ki +2, attack and defense plus 5%. That's pretty big. It's pretty big. So let's go ahead and see if we can decipher this. I will make a quick cut and see what I can make of this. Alright, so basically what we have going on here is we have two files. We have one file that is corresponding to the name of the link. And what I did is I went through this file and I highlighted in red which links I think are going to be the most important, because we can't go through all these. Look how many there are. There's like 130... How many? 135? 136? So I picked out the ones I think were going to be most beneficial to just look at quickly, and we can take a look at what they do. The first one is Golden Warrior, and over here are the effects. So you see this number over here? This 9 corresponds to the 9 over here. So at level 10, we're going to look at only level 10, because I think that's the most relevant. Level 10 Golden Warrior, it looks like it's only giving enemies defense minus 10% and Ki +1, nothing too insane. Messenger from the Future is 19. At level 10, it's giving 10% attack, that's pretty good. 22 is Saiyan Warrior Race. Saiyan Warrior Race level 10 is giving 10% attack, alright. And then Prodigies is 26. Let's see. Prodigy is giving attack plus 15%. Metamorphosis is 28. And Metamorphosis is giving recover 5% HP and also attack and defense plus 10%. That's a big difference. Okay, so that transformation boost team with like, and also Majin Power is going to get pretty big. I think Majin Power, do they have Metamorphosis? Maybe they don't. Like Janemba units have that. I know Frieza units sometimes have that. Cooler units have that sometimes. 29 is Super Saiyan. 29 level 10 is just giving attack plus 15%. Saiyan Lineage is 34. Looks like giving it level 10. Ki +2 and attack and defense plus 5% for Saiyan Lineage. Cold Judgment at level 10 is giving defense plus 25%. Okay, it's a lot. Infighter is 42. It's giving attack plus 15% and then all enemies defense minus 15%. 45 is Z Fighters. It's giving attack plus 20%. 47 is Kamehameha, which is giving attack plus 10% when super attack is launched. 49 is Berserker. Now I wanted to just look at this to see if they're changing the threshold. They're not. Oh my god. It's giving 30% attack though when HP is 50% or below. So they're not changing the HP threshold like they are for Big Bad Bosses. As we see down here, Big Bad Bosses is the next one. So they're literally, yeah, like we already talked about, they're straight up removing the HP restriction for Big Bad Bosses, which is just nuts. Then we have Universe's Most Malevolent is 59. Obviously, I want to know what this is. Attack plus 20% at level 10. 60 is Shocking Speed. So Shocking Speed at level 10 is giving Ki +2 still, but then also defense plus 5%. 63 is Saiyan Roar. Oh no, Saiyan Pride. Sorry, that's Saiyan Pride. 63 is giving 20% attack. 64 is Battlefield Diva. That's giving Ki +3 and Dodge Chance plus 5%. That is interesting. That's what I want to see. I want to see Link's doing stuff like that. Dodge Chance plus 5% and then also Ki +3 for Battlefield Diva. Instantly, the Peppy Gals team becomes like infinitely better, even though it was already pretty good. 66 is Dismal Future. Dismal Future is now giving Ki +2 and Crit Chance plus 5%. Okay. That's pretty insane. Whew. 70 is, I think this is Warrior Gods. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Warrior Gods level 10 is giving attack plus 10%, and then an additional 5% when launching super attack. Okay. That's interesting. 80 is Godly Power. Level 10, it's giving, oh my god, dude, they gave this to Godly Power? Attack plus 15% and then crit chance plus 5%. Okay. And then 85 is Strongest Clan in Space. Strongest Clan in Space is getting all enemies defense minus 10% and then Ki +2. Not really the best. This is Brutal Beatdown is next. Brutal Beatdown level 10 is getting attack and defense plus 15%. 89 is Over in a Flash. Okay, what is this doing? Over in a Flash is now giving Ki +3 still, but then attack plus 7%. Okay. GT is 95. GT is giving Ki +2 on attack and defense plus 10%. 97 is Prepared for Battle. Prepared for Battle level 10 is giving Ki +2 on attack and defense plus 5%. Okay, so that's what we thought. 102 is Guidance of the Dragon Balls. That's giving attack plus 20% and crit chance plus 7%. Wow. 7% crit just for activating the link, huh? That's pretty good. 103 is Power Bestowed by God. It's giving attack plus 10% when super attack is launched. 109 is Fierce Battle. Okay, what's Fierce Battle doing? Is this just 10% attack? 20? I guess that makes sense, because... Yeah, never mind, that makes sense. Yeah, it was already 15, now it's giving 20. Okay, that makes sense. 112 is Fused Fighter. Fused Fighter is now giving Ki +2 and attack and defense plus 5%. Then we have 117, which is First Awakened. I want to see what this one's going to be. Attack plus 25%, and then also defense plus 10%. That's, like how I'm saying that, like, it's crazy. 118 is Shattering the Limit. So Shattering the Limit now gives Ki +2 and attack and defense plus 5%. Not bad. 120 is Fear and Faith. Fear and Faith is giving all enemies defense minus 10% and then Ki +2. Not much different. And then 124 is Saiyan Roar. Saiyan Roar is giving attack plus 25% and then also defense plus 10%. 125 Legendary Power. Legendary Power is now giving attack plus 15% when super attack is launched. 130 is Tournament of Power, which is giving Ki +3 and attack and defense plus 7%. So, I mean, that's a lot of good stuff. We saw some stuff. We saw some links give dodge, give crit. That's interesting. I want to see more of that, but that's pretty much everything we have right now. I'm sure way more information is going to come available to us in the near future. I'm literally recording this as we're getting the information, so literally when this video goes live, there might already be more information available. But I just wanted to get you guys this information as soon as possible. I wanted to make sure you guys were informed about what we're getting here, how insane these link changes are. Again, I do think this is actually similar in power creep level to like going from the 120% meta to like the category lead meta. This is an insane amount of power creep here, but that's what we got to deal with. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you all in the next one.